Ah, the perfect budget streaming solution. Is it possible that I found it? As it turns out, no, I haven't. The Logitech Brio combined with a Rode Wireless Go has been good enough so far, but nothing about the setup has screamed perfect to me. I unboxed the Brio and the Wireless Go in previous videos. Here and here. I recommend you watch these if you haven't already to give context to the next part of the video. In this video, I'll be giving some candid feedback on using the Brio and the Wireless Go for vlogging and my experience so far. So keep watching. Remember, if you enjoy this video, then like and comment down below. If you'd like to see similar content, then hit the subscribe button. Yeah, the big red one, right there. Initially, I thought I'd make some comments about the Rode Wireless Go. To give credit to Rode, the wireless functionality has been impeccable. The devices have proven incredibly simple to use, and well, the only thing easier would have been to simply stick a wired microphone into my PC. It's really been that straightforward. You can see that Rode have taken the idea of the wireless compact transmitter, taken it and totally smashed it out of the park. The only aspect of this I would change is the integrated microphone. It won't come as a shock to any of you to find out that it simply isn't as good as a dedicated lavalier or lapel microphone. In fact, I would go as far as to say as that in my first two unboxing videos, which by the way were filmed on a Samsung Galaxy A90, the sound felt more crisp. It always sounds on the Brio and the Wireless Go that the sound is just being clipped, when in reality, looking at the levels, this simply isn't the case. Overall, I'd have to say that the audio has been mediocre and just about good enough for purpose. Now with this being said, I think the integrated microphone has been a convenient bonus rather than a long-term solution. A positive is at least I get an excuse to buy some more technology to review and enjoy and post another video for you guys. So keep an eye out for an unboxing video coming up in the next few weeks and a review of an external lavalier microphone for this device. The Logitech Brio has somewhat met my expectations. I've now been given a chance to use the camera a couple of times, mounted to a desk arm mount for convenience, and it's proven fairly effective. As with any camera, the trick is getting enough lighting into the room and onto the subject. Reducing levels of light for this camera leave it clearly struggling, with footage quality suffering as a result. Whilst the picture is far from low quality, if you were aiming to stream quality 1080p or 4K footage, then you'd be extremely disappointed. If you get enough light into the room, then the situation changes. The footage is crisp, relatively colour accurate for a webcam, and the 60 frames per second option works incredibly well. The autofocus gets it right 99% of the time. I've had situations where the camera has seemingly focused on a spot halfway between the subject and the camera. Not ideal when you're halfway through a recording, but largely it gets it right. It would be ironic if halfway through this clip it did actually lose focus now. That'd be the best point to do it, wouldn't it?
Wish you'd lose focus on your face, mate.
Again, really? Anyway, it does largely get it right both close up and at medium distance. Okay, as you probably just saw, the focus isn't perfect. Like I said, not ideal when you're halfway through a video. Though not streaming related, the Windows Hello functionality of the camera has been working really well consistently, a bonus to what is already an excellent product. As a combined setup, if I was to give it a 3-word review, satisfactory and convenient. Very little setup was actually required for this device, with audio and video streaming into my laptop in parallel, with no need to synchronize tracks in post-production. I'll admit that as a beginner streamer, this was exactly what I was looking for. For a crisper audio, I can easily pair the Wireless Go with a wide microphone, and this wouldn't actually give me much expense either. It would be fairly cheap. The only limitation I've had so far with the webcam is that it has to be wired into the laptop. This hasn't proven too restrictive yet, but for someone who requires a more flexible solution during filming, they might want to opt for a different camera. As for the autofocus issues, they have cropped up periodically, and I have included one of those in one of these clips to demonstrate, but in terms of actual practically filming, it doesn't come up that often. Again, I said it works 99% of the time. It's also worth mentioning that the webcam isn't designed for this purpose. It's designed for much closer up with a larger contrast from your face against the background, and my lighting is imperfect here as well. So for actually what it's been doing, I think it's been performing relatively well. Alternatives? Well, for ease of use, I give the Instamic an honourable mention. This can be used as a voice recorder or a Bluetooth microphone. However, with this, you would sacrifice the ability to use an external, dedicated lavalier microphone. Don't say I didn't warn you. As time goes on, I'm sure more nice-to-haves will come to mind. Following the same theme of convenience, then I'd be looking at a camera with an external microphone support. I'd connect the wireless Go receiver directly to the camera, and I would use an external lavalier microphone on the transmitter to get more professional audio quality. This would be a more flexible setup, and this also provides you with a range of mounts that you can use to actually stabilise or even track you automatically for a virtual camera operator type feel. You could also if you preferred, purchase attachments for the wireless Go to make it into more of a reporter microphone, or even a makeshift boom microphone. Really, it's quite a flexible bit of kit. Coming in at about £200 for the camera and around £150 for the microphone, a crisp £350 is enough to net you a very decent setup for a small space. Alternative cameras, using the Sony ZV-1 as an example, would set you back approximately £600 for the camera alone. Whilst it's up to you as a content creator, if the extra bang is worth more of your buck, it might be worth seeing that as an addition and an upgrade to your setup later down the line. So, what have we learned? Well, I for one learnt that whilst the setup isn't perfect, it meets my needs. I didn't have to break the bank to buy professional kit to get myself started on here. In fact, for those of you that don't need the 4K option, then you can pick up a Logitech StreamCam or even a C920 if you're happy with 30 frames per second at 1080p. This would save you anywhere between £70 to £100, so it's worth bearing in mind. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the video and the channel so far, so if you've got anything to say about the audio or video, make yourself heard in the comment section down below. As always, stay safe and I'll see you next time.